Hi, my name is Denise. Welcome to this flexibility and balance class. Today we're going to be working on your standing balance, range of motion, and postural alignment. We'll start the class out by just loosening up your upper body, incorporating balance moves, and then progressing to more challenging moves. And you can stay at whatever level feels right for you. I'm choosing to wear no shoes today, and you can wear shoes or be barefoot, whatever feels comfortable for you. Do make sure you have water nearby and that your area is clear. So let's get started. With your feet about hip width apart, engage your abdominals and lengthen through your spine. Roll your shoulders back. Check that your chin is tucked gently so that your ears are right above your shoulders. Let's begin by rolling your shoulders back slowly. So right now, as we move our shoulders, check in with your feet. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor and that your weight is even, right foot and left foot, and that one hip isn't poking out to the side. You're continuing to breathe. And you're smiling. And when you're ready, start to add your elbows coming up. We'll be moving through bigger ranges of motion, strengthening and lengthening all of the big muscles in your body, and then a lot of the really small ones that we're not even aware of using when we're stabilizing, which are so, so important. And if this feels good for you, make the motion a little bit bigger, bringing your elbows forward and then back. As we move our shoulder blades on your back, they come apart and then together. Think about not scrunching through your neck. And then make the movement a little bigger. And you choose if you'd like to go with straight arms, if that feels good for your shoulders. Circle in front of you, and then way out to the sides. One more time. Hold your arms down, shake it out. Now focus on your feet, roll through your feet, one at a time. And move from your heels all the way through the balls of your feet. So when our feet are mobile and our ankles are mobile, it actually translates to the entire body so we move more effectively and more efficiently. Now bring your hands down, keep rolling through your feet, and roll one shoulder back and then the other. I'd like you to work through the range of motion that feels right for you and the pace that works right for you. So if you want to go a little slower, that's absolutely fine. One more time. Hold your foot down, shake it out. Focusing on your feet, let's start to raise up and down onto the balls of your feet, shifting your weight forward and back as you come up and down. It's a very small and subtle weight shift. And notice that as you go slowly, it's actually a little harder. Turn your palms forward, and as you lift up, bend your elbows, and then as you come down, straighten them. Try to straighten your elbows fully while keeping your chest open and not allowing your chest to collapse forward. So again, working on your posture and your back and your torso strength as we start to move through your arms. And then think about your feet coming up onto your first and second toes rather than on your pinky. A lot to think about. Turn your palms towards your thighs and start to raise your hands a little higher. Remember, if something doesn't feel good for you, go back to one of the earlier movements. For example, now you can bend your elbows. Continue to breathe, inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Hold it up onto the balls of your feet. Bend your elbows and bring your elbows out, squeezing your back muscles, opening your chest, and then together. Again, working at your own pace. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you'd like to make this more of a balance challenge, close one eye. You can squint the second eye or close the other eye if you'd like to. And now if you'd like to, straighten your elbows out, reach them out to the sides. Give yourself a big hug. Again, reach out to the sides and then a big hug. One more time. Open your eyes. Next time you bring your hands and place them behind your head. Bring your elbows open and elbows closed, keeping your chest open. One more time, standing tall, strengthening through your hips. One more time, hold your elbows open, bring your hands down, and roll through your feet. So balance takes a lot of strength, it takes coordination, it takes muscle endurance. So we're getting a lot of stuff done at once. Yes, and even balance can take cardiopulmonary endurance and training. We're not moving that fast today, but I do want you to focus on inhaling and exhaling fully so that we oxygenate all of the muscles in your body and your oh so important brain. Now let's stand flat on your feet, shake everything out. Now put all of the weight on your left foot, but again, avoid poking out through your hip. So push into the floor with your left foot. Very little weight on your right foot. Begin to roll through your foot and notice that your knee is moving out and we're beginning to externally rotate, moving your hip out from your hip. So it takes stability through your core as you move here. Don't forget to stand strong on your left leg. And roll in the other direction. Stand taller, close both eyes as you move your leg around. Pull your chin in and continue to breathe. And then open your eyes. Roll your shoulders back. Now moving through a bigger range of motion through your hip, reach your right foot forward, shoulders back, sit back just slightly. With your right foot, we're going to circle around and take it behind you. Circling it around and back in. Work at your own pace. You can even come into a little curtsy. And then in. Now to make it more of a balance challenge, float your foot off the floor and sit back. A little bit further. Last one. Place your foot on the floor, bring it back in. Roll through your feet. Standing once again on your left foot, place very little weight on your right foot. Bring your hands in with your thumbs facing up. Now move your knee out to the side, rolling it out, and then in. Move your arms to the sides, reach, and then come in. Again, stand strong through your left leg, avoiding poking your hip out. What we're doing here is strengthening these muscles through your side of your hip. It's called your gluteus medius. So we want to avoid this position. Cross your arms over. Now your option is to lift your leg up. Your option is to close one or both eyes. Bring your hands a little higher. So they're going to eventually move into a V. And then cross. One more time. Hold your hands in, bring your foot down and roll through your feet. Okay. Standing on your right foot now, press your foot into the floor, making sure we're not poking your right hip out. Draw your shoulders back, lengthen through your spine, and let's keep very little weight on your left foot and roll it around slowly. So we're moving through your foot and your ankle, your knee is moving, and that slow external rotation through your left hip. And then in the other direction, close one or both eyes. Stay balanced and breathing and smiling. And hold your foot in. Open your eyes. Pull your shoulders back and down. Keep the weight on your right foot. Sit back. Let's take your left foot forward. We're doing that semicircle back and then forward. You choose your pace. So don't worry about me. My foot is stuttering across the floor. So when our foot is on the floor, we're getting signals to our brain that we're upright, and we're actually using your left foot to maintain your balance as well as your right leg. So now let's make the challenge a little harder. Float your foot up off the floor. And again, you're working at your own pace. Yes, the muscles in my right leg are burning. We're working hard. Last one. Place your foot down. Bring it in. Let's roll through your feet. Okay, here we go. Stand through your right foot. Left toes barely on the floor. This time, cross your hands in front of your hips. Now, roll your knee out to the side or externally rotate from your hip and then in. Stand strong through that right hip. No poking that hip out. Now, come into a low V. Maybe your hands look like a W. Draw your shoulder blades together. If you'd like to, lift your foot up. Bring your arms a little bigger. Turn those muscles on in your right hip. Close one or both eyes. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. One more time. Bring your foot in, place it down, roll through your feet. Now keep your feet hip width apart. Let's just do some hip circles. And the other direction. So it's okay to poke your hip out now. So let it poke out. Let it push backward. Keep your feet hip width apart. Now intentionally poke your hip out to the side, stretching through those hips. We'll use them again. And the other side. One more time to the right. And the other side. And back to center. Okay, so let's start working on squats. Keep your feet hip width apart so your hips aren't this wide. Bring your feet right underneath your hips. Roll your shoulders back. Once again, checking with your feet. Make sure you're even on both feet and we're not on one side or the outsides or insides of your feet. Roll your shoulders back. Engage your abdominals. From your hips, squat back, hinging, and then up. Now, after you've done a few of these, I'd like you to look down at your knees and make sure your knees and toes are going in the same direction. Your abdominals are on when you're coming up. Your back muscles are on. So all of those motions we did in class earlier, where we opened your chest and turned your upper back muscles on, that was to help you improve the range of motion through your upper back so that you could get here, but also to improve your awareness of all of the little muscles and the little intricacies that happen to have beautiful posture. Now sit back a little further as you pull your hips back, keeping your knees in the same direction as your toes. Sometimes it feels good to imagine you're pushing out on the outsides of your legs, and that will keep your knees and toes in the same direction. Unless the outsides of your hips are super duper strong, and then your knees go on the outside of your feet, which I don't want. Okay, let's go down even slower. 4, 3, 2, come up slowly, push through your heels, stand up tall, engage your abdominals, sit back, pull your hips back, 4, 3, come up. Okay, think about your body alignment, close one or both eyes, do the same thing. Really think about where your body is in space, push through your heels, open your chest. One more time, eyes closed if you can. Open your eyes, stay up. You may notice that as you're coming down, your body does a little scenic route to go down and up. A lot of times we're not even aware of the little variations our body makes until we really tune in. And that's where closing our eyes is really nice, not to mention that it adds that balance component that I love. Okay, let's move on. Keeping your feet hip width apart, keep the weight on your left foot. We're going to progressively step back with your right foot, keeping the weight on your left foot. Again, no poking out hips. Maybe this class should have been hip poker. Ouch, or non-hip poker. Reach a little further. Now shift your weight back, keeping your left knee and toe in the same alignment as you step back. Put the weight on that back foot as your body weight comes forward and your back is flat. Now reach with your right hand, your left hand reaches back, increasing the range of motion through your shoulders as well. Good, back. One more. Hold your back leg back. Bring your hands forward. Okay, so now we're going to take both hands, put them on your thighs, but avoid allowing your chest to collapse. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, put the weight on your front leg, and lift your back leg up, belly's in, bend your right knee, and then straighten. Keep your back flat, and out. So once again, close one eye if you want to. One more time. Hold your leg straight. Put your toe down. Come back up. Let's give your hip a little break. Wiggle out. Okay, once again, hands on your thigh. Shift your weight forward. Draw your shoulders together. This time, keep the weight on your leg. Lift your foot up off the floor, but keep your leg straight. Lifting your leg up and down. It's a very small motion. Your right leg's coming up and down. 2 more. Last one. Place your foot down and come up. Bring your feet together. Wiggle through your feet. Roll through your feet. So you may notice that the muscles on the front side of your shin were working. You may or may not have felt that. There's a lot of stabilization happening for balance. So intentionally trying to work slowly today to improve our awareness and our postural strength. Okay, keep the weight on your right foot, shoulders back, progressively step back with your left foot. Smaller movements with your arms. Step a little further. Reach a little further. Your arms move a little bit bigger. Bigger ranges of motion. Do make sure that your front knee and toe are going in the same direction. Two more times. Hold your back leg back. Bring your hand down, roll your shoulders back. Place both hands on your thigh. Shift your weight forward. Keep the weight on your right leg this time. Unweight your left foot. From here, bend your left knee and straighten it. Again. Strengthening your hamstrings, the muscles on the back of your leg. Keep your chest open. Remember, you can choose to close one eye or both. One more time. Keep your foot straight. Place your foot on the floor. Bring yourself up. Wiggle through. And breathe. It's amazing how small little movements, holding and stability, is a lot of work for our body. And it's really helping us to see where we're strong and where we need to stabilize and where we need to continue to focus on so that we do have the ability to balance, strengthen, and have beautiful posture. Here we go. Lean forward. Weight is on your right leg. Avoid poking out that hip. Straight leg on the left. Lift it up off the floor. And at your own pace, lift and lower. It's a small motion. Your back is long. One more time. Place your foot on the floor. Bring yourself up. Slide your feet together. Roll through your feet. Okay, step your feet wide. Let's turn your knees and toes out slightly so that they're going in the same direction. With your back flat, let's just lunge to one side or weight shift to one side and then the other. And again, watching your knee and toe alignment. I'm not concerned about how fast you're going. I'd rather you go slow today. So we focus on lengthening, stretching, and increasing our awareness. Little bigger ranges of motion, stretching through your hips, your inner thighs. Now float one toe off the floor, the front of your foot, other side. Sit into it a little bit more. And once again, if you'd like to increase your awareness and your balance challenge, close an eye or both. Can you sit down a little deeper to one side and then the other? Remember, it doesn't matter what leg you're on. Open your eyes, come back to the center. Okay, resettle, shift around. This time we're coming down only to the right side, so bend your knee and straighten it. Bend. Keep your right hand on your leg. Bring your left hand across your body. Pull your elbow up and back. Work at your own pace. Open up that chest. So as you pull your elbow up, keep your shoulder down. It's not up by your ear. And to make the movement bigger, turn your palm forward, raise it up into a big V. Stronger, press through your right foot, all the way through your left fingers. Good, down. And feel your inner power, feel your inner strength. One more time. Bring your hand down, roll your shoulders back. This time lean only to the left. Check in to make sure your knees and toes are going in the same direction. Keep your left hand on your thigh. With your right hand, bring your hand down. Pull up with your elbow. Close an eye if you like to. You know where we're going on this side. Think about your shoulder. Keep your shoulder down, making sure that it's not lifting up as your elbow comes up. Keep your abdominals in and continue to breathe. Now let's straighten that elbow out, reaching up with that strong right arm. Press into that left leg even stronger and reach longer through your right fingers. That diagonal strength, that diagonal length. One more time. Hold it up. Bring your hands down. And from here, let's move into wide squats. Sit back and up. Knees and toes in the same direction, hinging from your hips. Your back is straight as you come back. So as we did earlier, close your eyes. Think about your alignment. Think about pulling your shoulders back and down as you stand tall, turning on the muscles through your hips, weight bearing through your feet. Notice that your big toe is working really hard for stability. Check to see if you're breathing deeply and that you're smiling. One more time. Hold your body up and open your eyes. Shake it out. Bring your feet together. Roll through your feet. One more balance and flexibility challenge. Step through your right foot. Watch that hip. Bring your left knee up. Hold on to the back side of your leg. Draw your shoulders down. Straighten out that leg. It can be lower. Flex and point through your ankle. Pull your shoulders down. Your leg can be even lower. And bring your foot down. Roll your shoulders back. Step through your left foot. Hip muscles are working. Hold on to the back side of your right leg as you lift it up. Stretching through your hip. Draw your shoulders down. And then straighten out your right leg. Flex and point through your ankle. Bring your foot down, roll through your feet. Like to stretch through your calves and the muscles on the bottom of your feet that attach to your big toe. So we'll start with your calf, keeping your feet hip width apart. Step back with your right foot. Bend your front knee so that you press your heel into the floor and feel a nice stretch through your calf. Make sure both hips are facing forward and your chests are open. Take your hands behind your hips, open your chest. Press into that heel. And release. Now I'd like you to just shift the weight onto your front foot and just through your big toe, roll through your big toe. And release, standing up, bring your feet in, and then step back with your feet hip width apart, stretching through the calf on the left side, bending forward. This time, hands behind your head or here, opening your chest, you choose. Press through your left heel, continuing to breathe. Reach your arms out. Draw your shoulders down. Lift yourself up. Come up onto your back toe, your left toe. Just kind of move your foot around so we stretch through the muscles on the bottom of your feet. Stretch through your big toe. Bring your foot down, slide your back foot in. Step your feet a little wider than your hips. Right hand's on your thigh. Lean to the side. Optional, reach up and over. And then the other side. Optional, reach up and over. Bring your arms out to the sides. Think about your rib cage, move your rib cage to one side. And then the other. Just stretching through your midsection. Do keep your shoulders down. One more time. Bring your hands down. Move your torso around slowly. And then in the other direction. All those muscles are working together. Bring your feet together. One final posture check. Bring your feet hip width apart. Turn your palms so they're facing your legs. Quickly think about your feet. Weights even on both legs. Kind of move through your feet and your knees. Check in with your upper back. Can you draw your shoulders back and down a little easier? I hope so. Shake your arms out. Check your neck. Your ears are right over your shoulders. Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you can see that by moving your upper body and your lower body separately, and then together we can really improve our posture, stability, and balance. And just by moving a little slower sometimes, it really helps us to tap in to where we need to really be strong and where maybe we're a little bit tight and we need to increase the range of motion or awareness so that we do have better posture throughout the day. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to moving with you again soon.